In this video, I'm going to cover why I quit using Google Photos and iCloud for good. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're tired of paying for Google Photos or worrying about your data privacy on iCloud, I've got something awesome for you today. It's Immich. So stick around till the end of the video to learn why Immich is a game changer. So before we jump into it, let me cover a small intro about Immich. So what is Immich? So Immich is a open source platform that lets you back up, organize, and share your photos and videos, same as your Google Photos and iCloud, but on your own server. So when you're hosting it on your own server, what you can get additional, it's like you have full control of it. No third-party cloud, no subscription fees, just your hardware, and rest of the everything is controlled from our end. So now this is the homepage of Immich. So the official website of Immich. So we can, I will post the link in the comment, in the description. You can just go through it. So here you will find all the information related to Immich, and they do have a GitHub. And in the GitHub, you can find like the Docker, how to install, and all other details like release details, updates, and they do even provide a demo, hosted one, so you can just go to the demo site and see how the UI looks and feels. So this is the overview of Immich. So before we jump into it, I'm going to show you a small comparison to see why we choose Immich. Okay. So here, so now we have one is Immich, Google Photos, and Cloud. So I have highlighted some of the rows in green color to like specifically indicate that the advantages of Immich. So let's go one by one. So here we have a storage. So as you're aware, like for Google Photos and iCloud, we have a minimum cap, a free limit. Once you cross that, you're gonna pay. So it depends on the provider, but you will end up paying monthly subscription fees. On the other hand, if you are hosting Immich, it's like free of cost. Just your hardware, you can just take a 2 TB or a 1 TB of hard drive and just plug it in and use it. So it's just like a one-time investment. Okay. And same, the cost, it's just your hosting cost. You don't have to, you don't have any monthly or a yearly subscription fees. It's like open source. And platform compatibility, it's like a common across all, like they have all the iOS, Android, Windows, Mac OS, Linux, and web-based interface. And backup and sync, same. It's similar to how Google Photos and iCloud are. We have application dedicated for Immich, and it will take the backup of all the photos. It's for Android, iCloud, even Mac has a dedicated app. Okay. And photo quality, we don't have any compression. So in Google Photos or iCloud, we take the original photos, but it has a cap of 15 GB or 5 GB. If you wanna save more, then you have to do the compression. But here, no, we can just upload the original quality with zero compression. So you have a max quality. And search capabilities, they have AI-based tagging, face recognition, and timeline and location views, similar to all other vendors. And editing tools, so it's an active one. It's like it's still in progress and development. So for now we don't have basic editing, photo editing tools in the Immich, but it's in the roadmap that's gonna come in the upcoming future. And sharing, so we can share your albums, external link, multi-user support, same, we have most of them. And privacy, so this is something important. So privacy, so it's a self-hosted, so you have a full control over the data, no third-party access. That's like a top one priority. So it's like, like you don't have any privacy-related issues. Like you don't need to worry like you're uploading your personal photos to a third-party hosted server. You don't need to worry about that. Everything that you upload stays in your own home or your server. Okay. And easy to use, it's like you just need a minimal uh, technical setup, knowledge, and rest of the things just falls in place. Okay. And additional features, it has a machine learning tagging, offline mobile app, customizable storage template. Okay. And one of the disclaimer is it's active development. So we should not be using this as a primary source of backup. Since it's active development, it can have a bug or it can even break sometimes. Okay. So whenever you are planning to use Immich, make sure you take a backup of your photos using other third party or within the software, and keep a copy in local. Okay. So now why image? Okay, so let's see why we need image. So here first is your privacy. Your photos and video memories and image keeps them on the server, not on some private cloud. Okay. And the second one is, how many of you are aware that iOS had a bug in 2024 that caused reappearance of deleted photos? So some said like, it's because the file explorer had a different version that was not deleted and it reappeared once the iOS updated. But still, that's a photo that was supposed to be not there in the first place. Still, it appeared. So, how secure? So, question to us is like, to what extent we can trust the third-party provider? Where we are uploading our photos, are they safe? Second is cost effective. So you can just use a Raspberry Pi, or you can just pick an, like an old laptop that's laying around and use that. So no recurring cost and no monthly or annual fee. Third, it's a feature pack. You get AI-powered facial recognition, local location tag photo, and multi-user support for family or teams, and much. So this is a small, like advantages of image, why we are gonna use it. Now let's dive into how to set up image. Okay, so I'll be starting with the Docker. So here, so this is a Docker, so you will get it in the GitHub. So we just saw the GitHub from the home page. So once you go inside that, you'll find this Docker. So this has like multiple things. So one is your database for image, and another one is a machine learning and the server itself. So this is a server and this is a machine learning, and the top one are the database. So here I have customized it for my own use case, but you can update it as per your requirement. So I'll be just covering this server part, image server. So here, as you can see, I have provided a default path for upload and the local time. And here I have commented a path. So what exactly is this path? So this is a path that we will be using as an external library within the image. I'll be covering what is the purpose of external library and how we can utilize it in a better way. So that is something I'll cover in the later part. So this is I have commented for now. So what we need to do is we have to just copy this, go to your Portainer. So we have a Docker here. So here we have to just paste it, and we have to create a stack and paste it. And once you have pasted this, you have to just deploy your stack. Once you have deployed, you will find all your instance up and running. So mine is already up and running, so that's the reason I'm not able to deploy it. But once you deploy, it will start creating all the instance, and you'll see healthy in all the state. Okay. So now we are good with the installation. So now everything is up and running, no error, nothing. So all looks good. Now let's jump into the image. So this is the image. For this video, I have created a separate user and I have just uploaded some random, photos for understanding. So this is how the home page looks. This is the main page, you can say. Like, what does this represent? This is something same as your Google Photos, just same. You will not see much of a difference. It's like exactly same as your Google Photos. So people who are like, like using Google Photos and they want the same look and feel, then this is the right choice. Okay. So now let's cover the basic details of this. So here we have multiple options like photos, explore, map, sharing, and other things. So in photos, we have like multiple photos. And once I jump into the admin, we have multiple settings here. So I'll be covering the basic settings, um, whatever that comes as a standalone when you install. So I'll be covering all those details here. Later, if required, you can like comment, and I can create a separate video with the settings what I personally use. That is, like after multiple attempts, I have a specific settings that I am using that is consistent. So let me know in comments if you are interested to know the settings. So here we have our authentication settings. So we have a password login and authentication, OAuth. So that's your single sign-on. So here, as you can see, I am not using a password login, email or password. I'm directly using a SSO. So SSO is paired with my Synology NAS. So the user who and all are created on the Synology NAS will have access to this. So it's a purely SSO that reduces your user creation back and forth. So I'm using OAuth. And database, again, it's same. I haven't touched anything, so it's the same setting. And the image, again, you can just play with this thumbnail preview and full size. I only suggest that do not reduce by any chance. If you want, if you have a better performing server, you could increase it, but do not decrease it. The reason, like your facial recognition depends on the thumbnail, so do not go any value less than this, or else chances that it might fail. Okay. So job settings. So we have multiple jobs in Image, like your facial recognition, thumbnail generation, smart search, face detection. So we have a concurrency for this. How many photos it has to process parallelly. Okay. So my server is a bit, depending on my server, I just adjusted the numbers here. So depending on the server hardware, what you have, you can just adjust it accordingly. And we have a metadata settings. Again, I have XIF data, so this is something I'll cover later. So I always do a face tag using a different software, so that I don't need to face tag it here, so it will auto populate here. So like I import those data here, and this is where you update your external library. So this is something, we will jump in deep in a separate video to see how beneficial, or to how max we can use this in a better way. And logging, I didn't touch much, so it's the same. Machine learning, yes, I have updated it to my specific preference, and I have, like I have found a better models that are used to, detect your smart search and all, and it's working pretty good. Okay, I'll be covering those. And server settings, again, nothing much. I haven't updated anything to that. Notification, again, I've just configured my email, so I'll be sending a email notification to the respective users, so that is there. And storage template, so I just modified the storage template, with year, month, and the name. Okay. So that's about the storage template, and much of, and the rest of the settings are like pretty much same. And transcoding, I somewhere feel I didn't need this, so I have turned it off. So here I just checked all the one. I just selected don't transport any video. So because nowadays, the devices what we are using are like high end. All the devices support most of the formats. So I somehow feel transcoding doesn't make sense. And I have been using Image for more than, close to a year. And I haven't seen any videos that are breaking. It's like playing properly without any issues. Okay. And hardware acceleration, here it's disabled, as you know, like we don't have an hardware acceleration in my machine, but if you have, you can update it. Okay, so this is about the settings of the image. Now let us jump into a basics of image. Okay, so here, now we said like it had like lots of AI related stuff. Let's see what and all it has. So now I have like multiple photos of different celebrities here. And if I go to explore, it has done the automatic face tagging. So it automatically recognizes the face and it creates the user here, face here. So you can just validate it. If there are more than one, you can just merge it, but usually it detects super. So, and another one is your smart search. Okay. So in smart search, what do we have? So let's say like I need a photo of a fish. I need a photo of a fish. So if I just search fish, just a second, let me go back. And if I search a photo of fish, I will get a photo of all the fishes. Okay, the first starts with the fish. Now let's say like, no, I need a photo of a car. You can just type a car, you get a car. Or else you say like, no, I need a yellow car. Just car that is yellow. You just type it, you get it. And same goes like, you need a document. Searching for a document, you just type document, right away you get all the documents. And you can just say like identity, you get your passport, so passport is your identity. And similarly, it depends, you can just add your own context and you can search it. But this is very good. You can just search for the photos with the context. Yeah, this is a overview of image. And setting it up is really easy. All you have to need a Raspberry Pi or a old laptop and install a Docker or a TrueNAS and a Docker, and then fire up the deployment. Then image is all up and running, so you can directly host it. Now, coming back to the features. So we covered all the features, we covered most of them, but in detail, I'll be creating a separate video on the modules that I am personally using. Mention in the comment if you're interested to know the settings that I personally use. And I would like to mention again, so this project is under very active development as mentioned in the homepage. So expect some occasional bugs, and not to use this as your only backup. So keep multiple copies of your files. So I have covered the features of Immich. So it's powerful and private. Now, what's your favorite self-hosted app? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more tech tips. See you in the next one.